this is Inge coming to you from Ingesknittinglab in Denmark. I'd wish I could say snowy Denmark, but I can't because the snow disappeared about 2 weeks ago, and now there's almost just 1 week before Christmas Eve and no snow. And the weatherman, should we call him that, the weatherman, he says no snow at Christmas. So that's the prognosis. So I had to bring it into the living room. Look at these snowflakes or crystals. Aren't they nice? I'm totally fascinated by it. Look at these from the nature. Isn't it amazing what nature can bring and create? Great. So yeah, snowflakes in my ears, snowflakes on my blouse, even snowflakes on my trousers. So it's all about snow. I'm so fascinated by this snowy white. So I have a lot of natural undyed white yarn here. So how come I have so many brands and so much of it? I'll tell you about it later on. So yeah, I just thought we should meet up shortly before Christmas to let you know what I'm doing right now and some of my plans. So yeah, let's get started. The first finished object is for my unborn grandchild. My son and daughter-in-law is expecting a baby. And as I didn't know the gender, I thought, well, snow white or natural white, that's a good color. And I fell for this design by PetiteKnit. It's called the Friday Sweater, and it's in broken rib. So this one is for 2 to 4 months, and it'll be summertime. So I thought a merino, thin merino yarn would be nice. And look at it on the other side. It's actually also a nice texture. So yeah, I use this Sandnes Sunday. So it's 28 stitches per 4 inches or 10 centimeters. And then I had a follow thread. It's not called for in the pattern, but I have used this before for baby knitwear, and this is absolutely amazing. It's a very, very thin thread, and it consists of merino, suri, alpaca, and silk from one of my favorite brands here nearby. They are called Magiske Garner, Magic Yarns. So yeah, this is for the unborn child, and I figured that I could also make a pair of trousers with make this broken rib in the sides and just stocking it in the round with the trousers, and then make a hat also in this pattern. So, but there are only 5 days yet for Christmas, so I am actually in a hurry because I have a lot of projects going on, because the main project for this unborn child was this design with panda bears on it. And the story being, I told it in one of the other episodes, but if you're a new viewer, I will tell it again. So when we got the message that they were expecting, they sent us a picture of the scan and said, a new panda bear coming to town. And the story being that my daughter-in-law, she's a Chinese, and the Danish government was gifted 2 pandas from the Chinese government, and they are now in the Danish zoo. So yeah, that was kind of the joke, that a new panda is coming. We just learned that it'll be a boy being due in April. So I thought, well, the background color maybe should be blue, because I have been walking around my yarn to kind of choose the yarn for this project with the panda bears, and on how to do it. Should it be a yoke sweater with the pandas as a fair isle in the round, or what should I do? But then I bought this lovely pattern you see here of these slippers, and started making the slippers in one type of yarn. I forgot it here, sorry, but it shouldn't be this kind of yarn. And then I decided, well, I will just make it in the usual wool alpaca combination I've done for baby knitwear many times. So it'll be just a simple raglan. I'm here at the place where I've done the short rows and doing the yoke, and I will do it just like the pattern says for the slippers, that I knit the whole sweater, and then I sew on the pandas, so I can decide whether it should be 1, 2, or 3 pandas, or what to do. I still have 5 days. I plan to gift it in a bag or a basket for Christmas Eve when the children are coming. And what I usually do with baby gifts when the mother is still pregnant, I make these small baby knits. I love to pamper the mom as well. So usually I also put this one in the gift bag. It is called Scars and Stripes by Beauté Pacifique is the brand. So this is for stretch marks on the stomach. And yeah, I don't know. It says fade away. I don't think it will make them disappear. But anyhow, it will surely make the mom pampered. And yeah, as I said, a very few days until Christmas. And I need 2 trousers and 1 sweater with these panda bears sewn on and so on. So I guess I'm busy. So what next? Snowflakes. So yet another finished object is this sweater designed by Hanne Larsen Strik. So look at these crystals again, and now also with sleeves. This sweater has been on Sleeve Island for a while. I awaited a new ball of yarn and I got it, and then I started other projects. Yeah, you know the drill probably. But here it is, and he has worn it already. It's also a combination of wool and alpaca, and it's called this Melia garn. What was it in English? I forgot the name. Yeah, so that was 2 finished objects. And then I was so intrigued by this yarn, and I learned the name is Donegal. So this Viking yarn Picasso Tweed with small dots of snow white. I call it snow white now, and darker brown and so on. So I thought, well, it's also on Sleeve Island. I will make just a simple raglan, but then I got the inspiration from these tennis sweaters. They are with a V-neck, but this is not. This is a turtleneck. And then I used it at the bottom part as well for a twisted rib. I guess you call it twisted rib. So I just need to finalize the sleeves now, and then it is ready for Robin, our firstborn grandson. Yeah, so now, in Denmark, we distinguish between being a grandmother of the daughter or the son. So we call a grandmother from the daughter's side for mother's mother, mormor, and if you are a grandmother from the boy's side is father's mother, farmor in Danish, and so grandmother is the common, title for both of them. And actually I have a third title because we have this bonus family where the son lived at our place, and they call us grandparents. So bonus grandparents. So yeah, now 3 different grandparent titles. Okay. I don't know if you find it either funny or interesting, but that's how it is. Let's move on to other projects. I was so passionate about making all these slippers, so and the felting process, and then I thought, well, I would like some felted mittens, because they should be very cozy and warm, and no, yeah, a windbreaker, so to speak. So it must be possible. And then I searched for different patterns, and I found one from Sandnes, the brand also making these doppeltüffler. However, when I looked at this, you can see it at the picture, they kind of put the thumb here, and when you look at the anatomy, it's like on the side. So I thought, well, I need to have a pattern with the thumb at the side, and then I couldn't really find one felted one. So I guessed, well, then I have to make one for myself. And now I have made a pattern for mittens, felted mittens, to be very easy for beginner knitters like me. I've never knitted a glove before, so here you go. This is a very simple one. I haven't felted it yet, so it is ginormous, and again in snowy white. And this time it is the yarn, fritidsgarn, which Sandnes recommends for the doppeltüffler. And now I thought, well, I'll try it for these mittens. And then I have an area here on the mitten, which I call Go Nuts piece in the pattern. And the reason being that you can do different variations of patterns in this piece, either with Fair Isle, or you can sew on a pattern, or you can make a different texture. So, or just make it plain and easy and simple to start with. So this was my first mitten with a thumb and so on, but I will make a video dedicated to this knit and felting process and this pattern, which will be my first submitted pattern, and it will be for free. So please try it out, or this video will come out soon. So just to tell you or show you some of the variations, this is, what do you call it? It's must stitch when it's knit, two purls, and then inverted, 2 purls, 2 knits. This is 1-1. And I've made some for my husband. They look enormous, don't they? Wow, but they will become much shorter. Here I have a rib, 1x1 rib, and so on. And the latest one, I don't know if you can see it. No, not, because being so fascinated by the snowflakes, I thought, well, I can sew on a snowflake in the same yarn, and then it will be textured and kind of elevated from the main fabric, and maybe this will work. I don't know. I have ripped it out again, but I started here, but I see that one thread is not enough if I want a more bulky texture, so I will have to use 2 threads or whatever. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, coming up soon, video and pattern with these very easy felted mittens. And then I thought, when I started with this yarn that I know was good for felting, which other yarns could be good for felting? And actually a lot of yarns are good for felting, because both merino, wool, alpaca will felt well. So I have, for example, the daisy, drops from daisy will felt. The fritidsgarn I used. Then I bought Peer Gynt, both in Peer Gynt and the thin version. I have Drop Switch, will also felt well. This was the yarn I used for my niece's sweater with the big sleeves. What more do I have? This Drops Lima will also felt well. This is approximately half wool, half alpaca. So it'll be interesting to see which yarn will be best for mittens, to be warm and cozy and soft and a windbreaker, so to speak. So I will try making them in different yarn types, and this will be part of the also variations in the pattern. So yeah, Do I have more projects? You've seen the PetiteKnit champagne cardigan, and I'm sad to say I haven't come further with that one. And one of the tree trunk sweaters with the sleeve I need to prolong for my husband, it's also on the way. Yeah, I forgot one sweater I finalized now also with sleeves. This is the twisted forest sweater. Just 1 second, I'll get it and try it on for you. I'm back. Here it is. It is this design of mine called the twisted forest sweater, and this is made in the Norwegian brand called Rauma, and it's called, the base is called Fivel, and it's called dark petro blue with Melia. I'll write the English word, I forgot it. And actually it was for my husband, but it is actually a bit too big for him, so I think I can inherit it. However, the sleeves are a bit long to me, but yeah, I guess it will work. So what do you think? Will it suit me with these cables? I love cables, but it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know if it suits me with cables. But here it is. And yeah, what can I say about it? Yeah, I had a whole episode about pilling and so on. And I must say that this brand Fivel is not pilling much. I guess at start you have some small you can take off, and then it's it. That's nice. It's very durable. And actually I'm wearing it directly next to skin with no t-shirt or anything underneath. So it is, it's good. We love Norwegian wool. Maybe it's because I'm half Norwegian, I don't know. No, of course not. It's the quality. Yeah, let's move on. While I'm wearing this sweater, the design of mine, I could tell you about my plans for next year, because my goal for next year is to publish some of my own designs. So first of all, I will publish the free pattern for the mittens and make an episode step by step how to do them. Very easy mittens, and I have become wiser of the felting process. So thank you so much, all you lovely viewers, with your feedback on the double tuffler, the double slippers. I learned a lot, and I will include it in the next process of felting. And yeah, then I will publish 2 adult sweaters, the one being this twisted forest and the other one the tree trunk sweater. So these are the 2 patterns. So I hope to be able to call out for test knitters soon, and I hope that some of you will join me and help out testing these patterns so that they can be published hopefully in Q1 of 2024. This will be very big for me because yeah, it's a new step on my knitting journey, really. So yeah, exciting for me. Let's have a toast in Glôgg. Glôgg is kind of a drink Danes have at Christmas. It's maybe a bit like Glühwein in Germany. It is red wine with, if you want it with alcohol, there would be rum, and there are Christmas spices like cinnamon and yeah, I don't know the English words actually. I can add them here. And yeah, orange and so on. So it tastes, you drink it hot, and there are raisins and almonds, so you eat with a spoon. So cheers and Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, and thank you so much for your support. It has been a wild year for me having these videos and learning so much. It has been a steep learning curve, and hopefully I will keep learning and doing these videos even better for each time. So see you next time in the follow-up video. So have a nice time. Enjoy your Christmas with your family and friends. Bye bye. Cheers.